Hello world, welcome back to Razor RC. Just want to shoot another video today. This time a quick look at the Redcat Racing Gen 8. So a quick introduction about this vehicle. My friend picked one up a couple days ago. I did not buy one. I've got a TRX4, but this looked like a really interesting kit. And so I thought I'd do a quick look at the actual truck. Now it's been raining a lot here in California, so did not get a chance to drive this yet. But I've been kind of inspecting the car, the truck, kind of have some ideas on the things I like or don't like about the truck, and just wanted to share my thoughts. So first off, introduction about what this is. So this is the Gen 8. Got released a couple weeks ago here in the beginning of 2019. It's a 1/10 scale electric scale crawler. It's their first in-house design from Redcat Racing. Those of you familiar with the brand know that they basically import Chinese RC cars ready to runs and sell them under the Redcat Racing label, and then basically provide all the support. So they stock parts, they translate the manuals into something readable in English. They have customer support, so you can call them up if you have problems. So they basically distribute a bunch of Chinese vehicles as Redcat Racing vehicles, and basically act as an importer. Now they do have a new line of vehicles, the Team Redcat Racing line. So those are kind of their higher end vehicles. Traditionally they focus more on the less expensive, more value oriented RC vehicles, but this right here is their first in-house design. So I think they're excited about this truck. I'm excited about this truck. The whole RC crawler community I think is pretty excited about this truck, and for a good reason. Retails for $299, which is a pretty amazing price for this type of vehicle. It's a ready to run, includes everything except the battery and charger, and looks like a pretty capable vehicle. The first thing I want to talk about is the actual radio. So what it comes with is this, the Redcat RCR2CE radio. Pretty inexpensive radio, not super high quality. It's basically a rebranded FlySky FSGT2E. I've had quite a bit of experience with the lower end FlySky radios. Not a big fan of them in general, just because I feel like the throttle response, the linearity, the steering wheel is not that great. It does have some decent controls, so it actually has servo reversing, throttle reversing, steering trim, throttle trim, and dual rate. So that's nice to see, but overall not a big fan of this radio. The way I view this, the electronics with this kit, is that basically they're enough to get you started, the radio, receiver, and the servo in particular, but kind of like the trickle chargers that are packaged with a lot of RTRs and the little nickel metal hydride 2000 milliamp batteries. They're enough to get you started, but after a couple of runs you'll pretty much want to upgrade. So that's the radio. As to the truck itself, you can see it in front of us. It's basically an International Harvester Scout 2 body, so officially licensed body. I think the Gen 7, which was the predecessor to this kit, was also a Scout, but really nice looking vehicle. So when I do this commentary on this kit, one of the things I think to keep in mind is that Team Redcat basically had a target price of $299. I'm sure that was one of their mandates. You got to keep this thing under $300, and they've done that. But that obviously will force you to make choices in terms of what you want to spend money on. So where do you want to add the value? Where do you want to sort of skimp a little bit here and there? And so one area where you can definitely see that they decided to spend the money is on the body. So the body on this thing is pretty dang impressive. Very scale looking. A lot of detail, the headlights, the grille, this little chrome radiator behind the grille, pretty amazing stuff. Comes in two different colors, the orange and the blue. It's got little mirrors, little fenders, and then on the back, again, is pretty dang cool looking. Little Redcat license plate, even a little tow hitch and tow hooks and stuff. So yeah, pretty awesome vehicle. Definitely an area they spent a lot of money. You can also see that there's no body post, so they actually run Velcro. You can also upgrade to magnets as well. And so let's pop off the body and take a look at what's inside. Well, another nice detail with the body is that they're actually LED light buckets for headlights, taillights, etc. So you can actually upgrade to lights if you wish. It's all ready for that. And so the truck itself, as you can see, is pretty similar to a TRX4. Again, I bet you that the, sort of target competitor that they were looking at was the Traxxas TRX4, probably specifically the TRX4 Sport, which sells for $340. Pretty funny thing, once this got released, Traxxas dropped the price of the TRX4 $20 from $360 to $340. So they also are very well aware of this vehicle. So similarities between the vehicles, you got the standard four-link four-link suspension in the rear, lock diffs front and rear. You've got a transfer case, which is a little bit different from the Traxxas. 3 links up front with a panhard bar, front-mounted motor, front-mounted servo as well, and then you've got essentially longitudinally mounted battery. ESC wise, it's the Hexfly ESC. I believe this is a rebranded Hobbywing 1040 ESC. Actually a pretty good ESC overall, in particular with regards to the BEC. So the current output on this thing is, I think, is 2 amps, 6 volts. So you actually drive some pretty decent servos off of the stock ESC. That is much better than the Traxxas TRX4, which uses the, I don't remember the name of that ESC, but the VX5 or whatever. Something like that. Anyways, that's only like a 1 amp BSC, so nice to see. Here's the motor, a 550 size can motor. I'm not sure what the turn is. And then the servo we've actually replaced. So we're running a Savox 1258 TG servo. Probably could go even higher on the specs, the torque, but it's definitely much faster than the stock servo. Again, with the design of this truck, you've got all aluminum shocks, including shock caps, which the Traxxas does not. You've got a transfer case, so you actually have like steel drive shafts here. On the ends they're plastic, but the ends are steel. Aluminum diff covers, and then the one cool thing which a lot of vehicles do not have are the portal access. So that's I'm sure one of the key features people are excited about. This vehicle does have portal axles. So overall, yeah, very similar to the TX4. You got C-channel steel rails along the length of the vehicle, adjustable bumpers, adjustable wheelbase as well. So one of the cool features of this truck is you can actually adjust the wheelbase by moving the rear axle forward and back, and you basically have different holes you can mount the actual links onto. So the Traxxas requires you to buy different size links if you want to change the wheelbase. Some other nice touches, it actually has beadlock wheels. So these tires, the foams, a lot of people complain about, I guess they're memory foam inserts on the tires. Officially licensed tires, I believe these are Interco Super Swampers. Foams do feel a little stiff, I think, for ultimate crawling, so maybe something you want to look into. But the beadlocks allow you to basically unmount the tires, change out the phones, remount them, which I think is quite nice. The TRX4 that I've got basically uses glue tires, and you can't replace those phones once they wear out. Anything else? Yeah, overall it looks like a really nice kit. So some complaints people have besides the foams. One is a lot of people complain about this little hump here on the bottom. Since the transfer case is mounted quite low, it does kind of stick out from the bottom, can catch on things. Shen RC actually has an excellent video on how to remove that hump and basically raise that transfer case. Other things to watch out for, these portal axles, at least on this first run, a lot of times are missing grease inside of the portal axle, so good thing, gotta need to check those. I prefer using black grease. Some people use marine grease, but you know, definitely something to look into when you're checking this over. Yeah, other than that, you know, nice looking kit, really good price. I think upgrading the radio, upgrading the servo is well worth it. This motor and this ESC should be decent enough. And yeah, so overall quite impressed. I think it's a good effort from Redcat. We'll have to take it out and do some crawling. I'll try to shoot some video of that, especially as compared to the TRX4 that I've got. And yeah, so anyways, thanks for watching. Look for more videos soon. Please like, subscribe as always, and take care.